been doing. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. This is just a recap. I think we're in an equal triangle. The lows are getting higher, the highs are getting lower. We're underneath this range point of control right now. Slightly underneath it. Technically that's arguably bearish, but we're seeing some bullish CVD absorption, quite heavy absorption in the last 12 hours. So we're getting a lot of absorption here. So that makes me more bullish, just simply because we are putting higher lows in the context of this equal triangle. This is potentially a good place to long with an invalidation here. And then what you would want to see is what happens into the local golden pocket at about 119,500. Do you get a liquidity grab of this pivot and a rejection to fall back down? Yeah, that would be like a fake out to drop. Or do you go up and take the liquidity to come back down to find support to go back up? And that will be a breakout. So ideally what you want to do, if you're like thinking of longing, this is kind of roughly the area to long, roughly, because you have clear invalidation. You're not expecting this to go down and take, it could take liquidity and pump up, but I don't know if I'm expecting that, just because of the absorption that I'm seeing. And then if it does go up, that would be a major take profit, obviously, and then you have to see what happens next, because it could also be a good place to short. If there's a reaction, take profit, set to break even, you'd be in a long and a short type scenario, because you could get a fake out to dump. And so this is kind of what we're looking for, what happens next. I think in the context of so many things, I'm feeling more bullish right now, just because I feel that if we wanted to go down, we should have by now, and we're not. Yeah. And instead of going down, we're forming an equal triangle, and we're still in the range. So that makes me more bullish in the context. But I mean, any bullish and bearishness can change so fast. If we suddenly do kind of fake out to drop, then we're going down really quickly. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to stop us. And so you have to suspect. That's why traders like to be in longs and shorts in these kind of situations at the same time. So I think that's probably the next opportunity to short. It'll be a reaction there with a set invalidation, which will be the reaction down to the point of control. That's like in a sense it's a pretty crap trade, because it's a 1 to 2 trade, but in a sense it's actually not a bad trade, because you could literally take a short there and it could break down, and you can end up at for a 1 to 16 just on that reaction. It's possible. Yeah, so actually it could be a good trade, even though you have to take profit at the point of control. Yeah, so there is a potential short which could be a good one, just a reaction off the golden pocket, fake out to break out, and then drop, and then not find support at the point of control, and then drop. Yeah, and then the long, well, it's hard, because these high low entries require the price to come back to the golden pocket, and we've already had that. So let me just show you. See that? We've already had the reaction off the golden pocket. Actually, that was the first entry. You kind of want the same thing, a golden pocket entry. Kind of there. You kind of want it to drop into the golden pocket one more time. Kind of like what I said. Just to form another high low for a push up. That would be your entry. Another kind of drop to the higher, for a higher low into the golden pocket sometime today, maybe this evening, and then back above the point of control, and then you're targeting the top of this downward triangle. We have to see how the price behaves. That will be a major take profit if people are in longs, just because it could form a lower high and then drop. And so this is kind of where we're at. So it's a lot harder this long, because the range is so tight. But if you're feeling bullish, which I am, it could be quite a good long, because you could, again, the thing is, if you start breaking up, you're going up, and then you could end up going up and then going up and then going up, you know, like that's the thing. It could be a really good long, taking us all the way up to 130k, which is my target. Okay, and so again, you could be in a really nice 1 to 22 trade off a really tight entry. If the price is able to find a reaction, you can get a good entry there, get a good reaction for a higher low, take profit there. That will be your first TP, and then the runner could carry the price all the way up to 130k. So again, there is a short and long opportunity here. In the context of where we are now, it's probably a long, and if we do get a reaction up there, it would probably be a short. It's kind of what BTC is saying right now, yeah, that's kind of my BTC summary. If we do go up, I'm aiming for 130, simply because of the fibs that I did on my EW analysis. Yeah, I've got really nice confluence at about 130. 2 higher time frame fibs that landed somewhere between 129 and 130. So why not go all the way up there to complete this wave? And if we do drop, then my target would be a long down here. And the reason why is because it's a backtest of the breakout, it's a value area high, there's some single prints to be filled, there's some MPOX, it's all in the same area. But in the context of, if we drop, that trade isn't all the way up to 130 necessarily. It'll probably be just up to there for a big first TP. And even though in my mind 130 could be a target, you might end up with that going back down, you know, just putting some volume here to break out in it slightly later, more like that, where you just kind of try and go down here. Rather, I wouldn't expect it to go up to, I don't expect it to go up and pump through that liquidity. And if it did drop and do that, you'd have to get back into the range convincingly first before you held it for higher. You'd expect it would be more likely to not to just reject, go right back down, put some volume here before you have a different kind of breakout to go up to 130 slightly later. So there are a lot of different options right now what the price can do. Yeah, and we just have to see what happens with this equal triangle right now. That's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. All right, so that's kind of my update for Bitcoin, and I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to post that, make that a video. If you like the video, I appreciate it if you can just like it on my YouTube page, because I'm trying to build my YouTube. My aim for YouTube is to get to 1,000 as soon as possible. I'm slowly edging up. It's hard, you know, it's hard building a YouTube channel, but I know 1,000 is a really major milestone for a lot of people, and crypto is a very niche market, so it's quite difficult to do, to build your YouTube. So if you like the video, you appreciate my analysis, you don't mind coming on for a live chat, then I'd appreciate a like or a subscribe. And then you're always welcome to come onto my channel, and you can share your charts and we'll have a look at them together as well. So it's more of a kind of like a chit chat, like a coffee on a Sunday morning chat.